seen cases where a magician will make somebody hover in midair. If you're going to lift up a 100-pound person, and you want to do it with something really thin, that's where the science comes in. Because you want it to be invisible to anybody that's in the audience. Some kinds of fish line are pretty strong, but nowadays they have other things that are a whole lot stronger and a whole lot thinner than they ever had before. And today you guys are going to experiment with stuff to see what's strong, and if there's anything that's strong, they can be almost invisible. So they climbed and climbed and climbed until they got to the top. They went out to the tip, and no, evil Mr. Fred. And they didn't dare look down. And then as luck would have it, along came a storm. It started to rain. And it rained on Jack and Jill. And then the rain turned into snow. And the snow turned into ice. And the whole top of the mountain was covered with a thick layer of slippery, slippery ice. And Jack and Jill said, "That's it. We got to get down fast, or we're going to freeze to death and die." But they hardly could dare move because the ground was so slippery. If you were Jack and Jill and you were up there, what would you do? And in the experiment, we're going to pretend like Jack and Jill have a bunch of stuff beside Jill there. And they want to make ropes out of it. And we want to see which ones will hold their weight, which ones won't. During the experiment, you don't get to use your teeth. First one is real simple. Whenever you give an engineer a sample and you say, "Here, tell me how strong it is," they usually do something called a tensile test, where they put it in a machine, and the machine pulls on it perfectly straight up and down. The machine doesn't twist or tear in any direction. So for your first test, you're going to pretend like you're a robot, and you pull straight. And see if you can just make it break by pulling on it. First, pull on it and try to break it by pulling on it, and then tear it to pieces. Next one is clear plastic. Out of the things we've given you so far, would you make a rope out of paper?
No!
Would you make a rope out of the Tyvek plastic stuff?
Yeah. No!
Would you make a rope out of the plastic?
No!
We're going to give you a cut rubber band. When you get your cut rubber band, you're going to stretch it while it's touching your forehead. But it does something when you stretch it on your forehead, and then when you let go, it does something else. As long as you keep it in contact with the skin. And then let it go. Does it feel cold when you let go?
Yeah.
You should go hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. When you get your sample of garbage bag.
Garbage bag?
Yep. You're going to pull very slowly. So when you pull, you hold it up and watch as you pull and see how it changes. Next one is a piece of ordinary cotton string. There's 3.
I'm just gonna
4.
There's 6. Mine got tied into a knot.
4. Next, we're going to use bulletproof vest material. First, we're going to cut off a piece for each person. Then you're going to try and grab it and break it like regular.
Isn't it caught?
No, these are free samples. And then you're going to try to take it apart and break the pieces. See how many pieces there are in it.
Hey, go away! Yo, my board's It's too hard for it to flow. Just kidding. My gorgeous hair.
Where